Hey guys, alrighty. So it's been a few days since I've had a chance to actually post a reading. It is the holidays, so it's been a little hectic. Alright, you know how that goes. Kids, things to do, shopping, cooking. Just so much. I just want to do this real quick. Give her one of those type of shuffles first. Alright. So though I have lots of decks, I have to be honest with you, I relate best to this deck. I can use them all, but I have to be honest again. There are some decks that I use for certain things, for certain questions, for certain answers, like for instance, love, money. This is like a general one for me. I even have one that is just for, I guess I'll put it like it is, drama, how to deal with drama. I have one that is like kind of, I didn't know it was going to be like this when I bought it, but it's like trashy. And I use it only for like relationships and people who feel like there's cheating going on. So I get like a really good reading. Okay. I just want to shuffle them up and then I'm going to cut her. 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay. Never really any particular way of cutting. It's just more of my shuffling. Energy, that's more important to me. So this is a general reading for everybody based on, as a collective, where we are and what should we do next in our lives as we are moving forward and everybody is dealing with emotional, physical challenges throughout life, because life is a huge challenge within itself. Where are we? And the first question is, where are we? And this person, so who are we today? And then the energy that we are standing in. Okay, there she is. The 3 of Pentacles is the first card that comes out. Okay. All right. So improvements underway. Delays prove to be necessary. Renewed glory. A place of worship. So, 3 of Pentacles, improvements. So we're standing in a need of improvements, and we're looking for renewed glory. There will be a renewed glory. There's 3. Okay, so the number is 3. And how does 3 apply to me? I have to take that. So the first card that comes up is the 10 of Wands. Weighed down with problems, very heavy load. The next card is also a 3, the Empress. Delays will prove necessary. So in the order that it came out, just one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and the 4 of Wands. Let's see. They prove necessary. Ooh, okay. Let's see what comes up next. And so how does this finish out? With the Knight of Pentacles, the young man to 25 visits message news. Okay. I'm doing things a little bit different. Okay. We're doing the 2 rows. and may not even use signs of the times. I'll just go straight for the 2 rows to get a really good, clear understanding of the past, the present, if I take it in the order that it comes, it would be like this. So 1, 2, 3, 6. Page of Pentacles. So this is interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's start this reading. And this is my fault because I asked as a collective where we were. But I did a deeper reading than I intended to. So I did a past, present, future, and an extension. So that means take what you want from here, okay? Our first card is the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is all about improvements being underway, but there will be delays around it. There could be possible chances of renewed glory. Now, when we talk about renewed glory, I want you to think about like a temple, maybe someone going to a courthouse, or needing any type of renewed glory. Because when we look at this picture, you have to remember, we're always looking at the picture and the things around it. So we're looking at 2 people, or maybe 1, depending on who that person really is dictated as. But we know 1 for sure because we see the female. And we see somebody who is in a high ranking, making ruling, right? So at some point in the past, you may have been in a place where you were in a 9 of Swords state. And what may have brought it to, this is your past now, we're going to your past. And what may have brought it to surface was whatever took place in this ruling. And, left you to frustrations and delays, okay? And in this past, obviously, you were weighed down by problems. You were weighed down by problems, and it was very heavy. It was a very heavy burden. So, wait, hold up. However, your boat moves out of troubled water. So, I want you to think about this in your life, first of all. This is going to be a long reading, so be prepared. When you think about renewed glory in a 3 of Pentacles, right? Improvements underway, but delays around it. There are reasons for these delays in order for the divine to make room to actually access the purpose of where they are going into your life. The delays sometimes are necessary, and so they prove necessary. And it left you in a 9 of Swords, with tears of frustration. This is how you felt in the past. This was you in your past, okay? But somehow you work through, you're always divinely guided. If you're a chosen one, if you're a light seeker, if you're hearing this message, then, if you are listening and you follow, then you understand. Then you know, right? So then your boat over the waters of turning of the boat of troubled waters into calmer waters. So this now says to me that you're able to get out of the situation, but also you are also in a much, you're leaving. You're not leaving in trouble. The same vibration you left in. Look, so you left in this vibration. This is before you were in that, standing in that vibration. So now you're standing in the vibration of a swords, a six of swords. So now you're just moving and you're able to get past it. Okay. You're moving through it. This is you now in the present. Okay. So you have battled this. I say all this, did the long spread because I think subconsciously I want all of you to understand you're going to relate. If you're a chosen one, you have battled. And so that is the 9 of swords in your life. That is the 6 of swords in your life. Look at that. That is the 3 of pentacles. You in a building, of possibly maybe dealing with child support or, financial issues. I'm seeing medical problems. I'm seeing medical bills. I'm seeing so many financial issues. That's what I'm feeling in the past due to issues unresolved, unresolved issues, right? And that was your past. But I want you to look at you in the present. You stand in your Empress moment. You stand in your Empress moment. Okay? No matter what challenges you have been through, you seem like a magician. The people around you are magnetized. They don't know how you do it. For some reason, you always come across as if you are living in a happy home. Your family always is happy. You always are happy. And this is the vibration and the frequency that you're in now. So can you imagine? I just want you to think about this. You were leaving a frequency of 9 of swords, frustration, tears, sorrow, sickness, just horrible. And you go into this 4 of wands, happy home. The Empress energy. So this is where some of us are standing today. The Magician energy. Now, the Magician has different types of energy because look what he stands next to. See, he's telling you something about yourself. So this is how you have to become this Empress. This is why we have to do it in this contents in order to figure out what we need to do. Okay? Peace and harmony, needing to take the blindfold off. Keep reassessing the situation at hand. So, I asked where we were. I asked where we were as a collective, and it tells me that some of us are kind of like magicians. We fool ourselves. So, though we are, putting up this great facade, are we clearly seeing? So let's look into the future and see if we're clearly looking at this, okay? Because the Magician can always be good or bad. But here's the thing, surrounded by these other 3 cards, the Empress, the 4 of Wands, the only one that acts as it could be a disguise is the 2 of Swords, which is just telling me that that's what you seek overall, is peace and harmony. Okay? Moving forward into your future. Okay. So this is accurate. Absolutely accurate. Your brightness, your wealth, you could be, you could possibly living in excess in your future if you do not stay in the now. This is going to remind us all, because if you're moving forward and you're moving out of your physical everything, if you're pushing for something, when you get to destination, you have to remember the star has 2 meanings. Okay, yes, you are always shining bright like a star. You are the star. But it's also opposition to the darkness. You can be too bright. You can be too much. It can be too much. It could be excess. You could want things in excess, which could cause a problem. So it's just a little reminder with the following cards. You have the Knight of Pentacles. A young man, under 25 years old, visitor, messages of, sorry, it's kind of dark in here. Message to share. Okay, so now this person, this is in the future. So this visitor, now I want you to think in your future. It's a younger person in your future. Comes in the family of Pentacles. So we'll say they have some type of wealth, financial gain a little bit. Possibly, right? But this is in your near future. What is the message that this younger person could possibly be bringing to you? You sit in a Queen of Swords. You're a woman over 25. So you go from Empress status to Queen of Swords status. And you have this Page of Pentacles. So here's what I took notice to, by the way. In the very end, you have the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, ending out this reading. Pentacles. I feel it's very important for us to look up Pentacles. I wish I would have done some research on Pentacles and how they really apply and what is their overall meaning, because it's both the King and the Page. Now, to me, I'm sorry, I said the King, I meant to say the Knight. I can't see. So the Knight, he's a Knight. He shines, and you're a Queen. Okay, so you're still a Queen. You left. You're Empress, Queen. These are high Arcania cards. But I just want to see something. In our present, for those of us who have battled, so we've come from a position where we've battled. We've had to get over troubled waters. We've had to fight a lot to get to where we are. Today, in the now, you are in Empress status. You are in your happy home. You are having the Magician, element of magic or surprise, good or bad. Coincided side by side with the Two of Swords, peace and harmony, needing to take the blindfolds off, keep reassessing a situation. So though you may be in an Empress status, and though you may be in a happy home, there's something that you are not clearly seeing. And if in the future, if you don't sort it out, your future could be a little distorted. Because I feel like the Knight of Pentacles comes in, and the Page of Pentacles comes along. They're both under 25. So what happens? You become this Queen of 25 and it just ends there? That would be great. So who would become, the Knight? They could be your offspring. They could be your children. If this is, remember, this is your future. So one is a female, one is a boy, so could they be your children? Could they be, bringing the good news of, what it is that they've done with their lives? Have you fulfilled do you fulfill the mission? And if that's the case, I'm going to title this mission fulfilled, or something to that effect. Mission completed. You guys know I get a little dingy with my words, but you know what I mean. So just hang in there, guys. Hang tight. I told you this was going to be long. In the back, in your past, you had a lot of evil around you. There was a lot of bad things. You were constantly fighting. You were constantly fighting for protection. And so that was your past. You were constantly having to wait and be told to wait and be patient, okay? That's also in your past. You had to sit still. Maybe you had to stop with this number 3. Wow, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yes, there we go. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Hold up. 2. So maybe you had to stop for a whole year. I'm feeling 364 days. Maybe you have sat down for an entire year. 364 is what I'm looking at right now. 364, because the number's right in front of me. 364 days. So where are you now? You're at your destiny. This is where you're supposed to be. That was supposed to come out. Sorry. All right, I'll be a little more gentle. Sorry. I like to go fast like my other one, but she likes it gentle. Cards have personalities too. Too many, I don't know. Let's see. It's just 2? Okay. So going with the first one first. You recover from all of that in your past. You are in your destiny. You are now in a community. Okay, this is making sense to me now. The Knight of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles. This is a community that you're kind of living in. You're older. Remember, this is your future. This is your future reading. Okay, I am going to have to title it like I said. Okay, you're older. And so you're in a community now. Oh, and the energy lines, okay? So this tells me a lot about the Page. I did have a funny feeling about the Page. So always with the energy lines, I say it pops up a lot in my readings. There's good energy and there's bad energy. So you're going to have to decipher. You're going to have to know how to recognize, as you've been trained to do and as you've been doing all along, who is the good energy? Who is the bad energy? Without having to go through it, without having to see it, without having to touch it, because this is now in your future. So you already know. You're beyond that. You're in a community. This is a great overall reading, and I'm going to title this, You Reached Your Final Destination, or something like that, like I said. Let's give it some tokens. I got myself a box just because there's so many, and I want to be fair. Like, can you honestly see? Like, even this one. Like, if you were to get that, how nice is that? But it's still, I know I'm grabbing that, but, like, I don't. So we're going to give it, like, well, now I do, so I got to take it out. Now I do, because I consciously said that. So let's just give it 1. Because I said 33, 333, 334, 364 days. This whole entire cycle took a whole year. So the cycle, recycle. Ooh, look at this card. Cycle, recycle, cycle. This was the cycle of your life that you needed. Oh my God. I gotta take pictures of these. Of your destiny. I don't have to. This is going to be a recording. So this is a cycle of the recycling. You've done this before. That recycling tells me, like, you've done this before. Because you know where cycle falls with? Your Empress. You recover, you're the Empress. Well, actually, it came like that. Destiny was Empress. And that came like that. So happy home was like, you've had the happy home before. You know how to make a happy home. Let's do some charms. And then the bees, again, it tells me, so you're in a community, you're a queen in this community, you're older. So this is an older version of you. Remember, past, present, future. This is the older version of you. So yeah, you may go into a swords-like family. You may be a little more cold and aggressive and abrasive. So this is a reminder now too. So if we get a little insight about ourselves, right, without looking, 1, 2, 3, stay focused. Okay, All right, so we got the unicorn. I love the unicorn because it reminds us to always, always be creative and imaginative. And to remember, kind of like if you saw that video I did, don't be surprised if you find out the unicorns are real. I love that you have the key here with the heart. So there's many keys, but this key with the hearts is love. It tells me that you're getting love. And then also, this is a heart, but then on the other side, it says love. So I feel love. Like you're going to get love also because of the king and your queen. Dream. Yeah, with the unicorn. So dream. Oh, look, I said it. Love again. So love, yeah, you are going to find new love. If you don't already own a cat, or you probably have, or a pet or a cat, most of us do, you should get one. They are protecting you. And if you're not already a moon gazer, this is telling you, to reflect at the moon. This is also telling you to stay active, to move. This is telling me, this key is a rotten key. This tells me a lot about your past, that you may be still holding on to some pieces of your past, because this is an overall past present. I probably shouldn't have pulled these. So it makes sense that I do see your old key. But be mindful, if you're holding on to anything from your past, let it go. Okay, you have a tree of life. And what's here, what I like, because this is a past, present, future, you may have, yikes, you can't see, but you may have played with your religions. You may have looked into many different religions before you stumbled into the one that you like. I like that I got it like that. I feel like you may have been searching, soul searching. Yes, soul searching. I feel like somebody doesn't have it out for you with this, though. Like, it could have been part of your past because of that evil eye. Yeah, so this goes with that evil eye, for sure. Okay, makes sense. You had an evil eye in your card, and yeah, so then somebody... So in your past, as a child, this makes so much sense. Somebody actually tried, could you imagine, like somebody actually wanting you to not grow, not be a better person? But that's like what I feel like somebody... And that's what the cards are telling me. Like, somebody didn't want you to go. This was, like, put in the papers. Like, I was reading something about, birth certificates being carbon copies. Kind of like the same thing, like, money is printed on. And the same things that birth certificates. Do you know that human beings are, like, we literally are a form of a vessel. We are a vessel. We are put here to make money, okay? And we're put here to produce. It's so ironic that birth certificates, if you look on the back of your birth certificate, it holds a key number. That key number is you. That is your value. That is your net worth. That is your number. And so the world is, it's been trained for everybody to work at this rate of rat chasing. And so that's why this wheel right here, this is a different wheel. In my mind, this is the wheel of life. It's like you've been on that wheel of life. Like, this is what, like, you opened up your eyes. You're no longer chasing that rat. You're no longer on that wheel like the rat. So yeah, this was your past, present, and future. And so for those of you who can relate, oh, of course, I cannot forget. Do not forget to keep music in your life, because music is the key. Music is going to keep your vibrations going. It's going to keep you happy. Just be mindful of the type of music that you listen to. So again, going with your vibrations, if you get sad during the holidays and you already know that you get sad during the holidays, then don't listen to sad music. You know what I mean? So, like, don't go with the shit that's already going against you. You have to learn to find the good in the bad. So, for instance, if you know that you get sad or lonely during the holidays, maybe because maybe you think about things, maybe whatever, maybe you get sad during the holidays, then you need to rectify that with finding something that makes you happy. See, for every negative, you have to turn it into a positive. So how do you do that in your life? You learn this lesson in your past. These cards are telling me that you fought these battles. You already learned how to stop, yield, sit, and figure it out. You've been listening to music. You've been doing all the things you've had to do. You've been dreaming big. So with that being said, I'm feeling like you learned this really big lesson. You figured out what the fuck you need to do in your life. You know where you're supposed to be. You are where you are. And then when you finally get older, you actually have control over the energy lines that are around you. It seems to me that you're in a community that you actually are in control in this community. Not that we can ever fully control, but because you get community and energy together, I feel like in your future years, you wind up in a community that is so energetically conducive for you. So if you're like my age and you're thinking, wow, so that means like in 50 years, maybe I'll be like in a 55 and up, living, which is great because there's so much to do there. You have to think about this. Perspective is everything. So, are you living off of your pension and then now your Social Security and now you're not working? And so you're in a different type of community and you finally get to move. What is your dream? Let's go back. I have to go back in order to go forward. You got the key here, dream. You got the unicorn, dream. What is your dream? If you are still young enough to produce a dream, especially because I brought that up, my spirit told me to tell you that you're the vessel, that you're here to produce. What are you producing for you? Because the government has had you producing for him for all these years. What are you producing for you now? Now that you know that you are an asset for the government, okay, and that's all you've ever been, okay, and that's why we use these terms like in ship crew terms. And if you've ever been to a court and you hear the terms that they use, all of the terms that are used are based on ancient book times, okay? Now let's move it all the way forward to the times that we're in now. Now let's start being humane and let's start acting like the people that we are in the 25th century, correct? Thank you. Now that we know that we're in the 25th century and all that BS that we have been fed our entire lives is BS, I'm telling you to dream big because you will have more control than you expect. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I enjoyed giving it to you on this Friday night. That is when it's being posted. When you watch it, it's completely up to you. I love the fact that I have a new subscriber. Don't know who you are. Love it though. Guys, if you do like my videos and you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It makes me want to make these videos for you. When I don't see my subscribers or my channel growing, I get a little kind of like, what's the point? I do them for myself every single day, but I don't necessarily feel like I want to explain it all to everybody. I do it because I love it. I have all this because I love to do this. This is a big passion. I've had it since I was a child. And so with that being said, if you've been doing something since you're a child, what does that tell you? Then you're great at it, right? You've mastered it, right? Maybe I don't do it like, I don't know. I'm going to just make up some lady, a name, like Kitty Cat Chat. But I do it like me, and the message comes across. My point in saying all that is it's not the cards, it's the person who's giving you the message. The message is always going to be the message. There was a time when I would get up on my videos and I would just give you guys a message. But I know that everybody likes to see cards too. And the other day I was so tempted to just give you guys the message. And I think maybe I'll start doing that again. But I'll have to use a filter because I don't always like to, feel like I have to get dressed and, everybody wants to see what they want to see. And I don't like that about the world. I don't like that the world is so judgmental. I don't like that the world feels that if a woman is not looking a certain way, then she's not, dressed to the nine, well, then her video is not worth a like, and nor is it worth the time. I feel that that's really disrespectful. Have you noticed how I've taken my face out of the videos? It's simply because I don't feel you need to look at my face. My message is always going to be the same. What I look like is not important to you. You notice how I've been doing that little by little? I've been pulling myself away from you guys because I don't think that you guys should know what I look like or have to see what I look like every day. If you're here for the message, then you're here for the message. You kind of get where I'm coming from. This is when you become so sure of who you are that you know that you just know. You know what I mean? And so if you understand and you relate, please comment. You just know. All right, on that, guys, I am done, Have a happy weekend. And oh my God, can I just say, I hope to post 1 or 2 more times before Christmas. But if I don't, Merry, 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 Merry Christmas, guys. Keep your spirits high, vibrations high. I love you. I love you so much. I'll probably post some things of my kids. Of course I will on TikTok and stuff. But here on this group, on my platform on YouTube, I don't know. Moving forward, guys, I love you always and enjoy. Be grateful and thankful all the time. God is good. Love you. Bye.